Hi everyone. Today I wanted to show you the best mill deck I have ever created. It's about as simple as it gets. It's actually so simple and so effective. The deck gets a little boring after a little while. It's almost unfair, and it's as straightforward as it can be. If you're not familiar with Persistent Petitioner already, check them out. You can have as many of them as you want in your deck. There are no limits. So what I've done today is just literally put in 35 of them. What they do is when you tap 4 of these, it's going to force the target player to put the top 12 cards of their library into their graveyard. Now this is huge. This happens to be a brawl deck. I'm going to be doing some brawl. So I picked my Jace just as the possibility that if they have something that can counter it or possibly some undergrowth, you can reverse the mill and mill yourself and then have the Jace win the game for you because you run out of cards. But otherwise, he can just be a supplement and draw those extra, get that extra draw and make them mill an extra 2 cards per turn. But honestly, most of the time, I don't even use the Jace. It's all about this Persistent Petitioner. You're going to see, once you get 4 of them out there, you can destroy his deck. Anybody's deck. So let's give it a try, and I'll show you how it works. Alright. So again, this is the simplest possible deck, but as a result, it actually gets pretty boring pretty quick. I mostly use it just to get rid of dailies. You know, if they're telling me to cast so many blue spells, I will pull out the Persistent Petitioners and crank it out, get a couple of quick wins, maybe get a free pack, and then I'm over it. It's too good. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh, are we going to be fighting, let's see. Okay, well, with a starting hand for this deck, I like to either have 3 or 4 mana, and then after that, Petitioners, obviously. So that's pretty much the same opening as you're going to see every other time. Only difference is every once in a while it'll be a little less even. But I'll go with it. No reason to mulligan. That is one of my favorite things about Brawl decks is you get that free mulligan. That is such a cool thing when you're playing Brawl or Commander. I know they don't have Commander on Arena, but alright, well, let's get started. Let's see what we're facing. Yes, we are facing the Nicol Bolas. That's alright, because it's going to take him probably 5 turns unless he has some stuff that allows extra mana. And so a minimum of 5 turns, assuming he gets the right color combination. So I'm not super threatened by that, at least. It's always nice to see what they're working with. What mana comes out early can tell you a lot about what kind of deck they have. So he's got a lot of counters that could actually slow this down. Alright. Working blue-black. That's a great card. He's going to probably be playing in a mass deck. And a mass is a cool deck, cool option. Unfortunately, a mass is kind of putting all your eggs in one basket usually. You just keep building up this one army. And this happens to have X-proof, but it's not invincible. I've amassed many a decks. Oh, look at that. He is shutting me down so far. But again, we'll just keep plowing at it. Now we got 4 mana, so we can put out 2 at a time. He's definitely slowed us down. This turn would have normally been the turn that I get my first 12 taken off of his deck, but we're going to keep going, keep digging in. Alright, he left all his mana untapped. I'm a little worried he's going to try to pull something on us, but let's see. Going to counter our spell, possibly. Nope, you let it go. Let it ride. Alright, well, let's see. Letting it ride. Alright, so now we can show the first of this. We're going to do this ability. It also has the smaller version, but it's only 1 card. It's alright, that's something to do if they hadn't been destroying our first few rounds, we would have used it. Instead, we'll do it this way. So we target that player, submit him, and then we're going to tap 4 of our advisors and watch his deck. Zing! Isn't that fun? So now he's 14 in the graveyard and he quits. I found that is pretty common. Most people realize Persistent Petitioner is ridiculous. And there you have it. Well, I suppose we can try one more time, see if we get an actual person who will play all the way to the end, and if not, you'll just see how effective it is to getting people to quit. So we'll jump right back into it, see what happens. Alright. Wookiee Jockstrap. Fun name. Would imagine that'd be a pretty smelly jockstrap. Alright, yeah, so as you saw in the last one, we had 4 petitioners and 3 islands. This time we have 4 islands and 3 petitioners. I'm okay with that too, that works. I actually like having that guaranteed 4 mana. I have been mana screwed a few times. And with the petitioners, it's really good to have 4 mana, then you can be putting out 2 petitioners at a time. If you run out of petitioners, then you can bring in your Jace. Jace is always cool. For any mill deck, Jace works very useful. Again, there's that rare occasion where you want to turn your mill around on you and mill yourself. And that works really cool too. Alright, see, now we've got that extra mana and this spare guy. So we're going to go ahead and use the smaller one and make him drop a card. It's just one, but it adds up and it can make the difference in the end. Ooh, plus, we just got rid of his command tower, which is neat. We didn't even look at his commander. I guess we saw it when we were looking at the original box that he was holding it in. That's a pretty sweet commander. Alright, 4th turn, 4 mana. Now we're going to have 4 petitioners. Now this is usually when, if they're going to quit here, because they're going to say, oh fuck, he just milled 12 cards all at once. See what he feels about this. He can just go ahead and keep attacking me. I got enough life points that it won't matter, because he will, as you see, zoop, lose all those cards every turn. Super nice. So we're at 14 and 35, which is really cool. If he's got 35 left and we're drawing 12 at a time, we got 12, 24, 36. He's got 3 turns to survive. And then any petitioner beyond the 4 can be used as defense. Just so happens those are all flying, but that's alright. So we can use it for its smaller ability and get an extra card taken from him. But we'll go ahead and do the big 4 first. 2, 3, 4. Submit. And watch that pile go again. Woo! Always fun. And we might as well just take one more off him just cause. A little suck it right there. Alright, we now have enough mana. I might as well pull out that Jace. He'll let us get an extra 2 and draw a card. Or an extra 2 mil. Oh, well there you go. He quit again. So that is the power of Persistent Petitioner. If they make it through, they usually will quit, but it's super effective, and as you can see, kind of boring. It's so straightforward and just over and over mill the crap out of them. But there you have it. Alright, thanks for watching. Feel free. Ooh, we got a pack. Ooh. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.